You know, I was kind of a skeptic about NASCAR holding the season opening Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium, but what I saw last night definitely changed my opinion. Perhaps I didn't understand the appeal of the Madhouse, but I learned this weekend, especially during the Last Chance qualifier. Sure, I may harp on NASCAR turning into a demo derby at times, akin to more sports entertainment than a real honest sport, but forget all that. I was entertained watching the Clash at Bowman Gray. NASCAR for so long has been trying to chase people to be entertained through a whole mess of gimmicks, forgetting the fact that the racing action is what people will ultimately tune into at the end of the day. If the racing is boring, everything else won't matter. But this year's Clash was a lot more entertaining than the LA Coliseum. Although similar, the corner radius at Bowman Gray made for a much better show than the Coliseum ever did. Bowman Gray is a football field built inside a racetrack, whereas the Coliseum was a racetrack built inside a football stadium. This difference made the weekend a lot more fun to watch from the heat races, especially the LCQ and the feature. In fact, I'm willing to declare it such a success that I have my own idea. I say give the All-Star race to Bowman Gray and move the Clash around. Moving the Clash year in and year out as an exhibition race has been heavily rumored, but I want to keep Bowman Gray around on the schedule. This way, North Wilkesboro can get a points race. I think North Wilkesboro's biggest problem is the fact that the field size for the All-Star race is too small to provide good racing there. Obviously, the next-gen car's performance on short tracks also hampers things. Regardless, I would like to see Wilkesboro, and Rockingham for that matter, as a points race on the Cup schedule. So where does that leave the Clash? Well, Adam Stern has already reported on a rumor that NASCAR might take the Clash overseas as early as next year, with Brazil being the reported location. What track that would be at? I don't know. Would it be Interlagos? Possibly. I like the idea of an international race, even though the teams would absolutely hate it, and I'm not sure that a race on an F1 track is the best way to kick off NASCAR's season. I think the idea of a bullring honors NASCAR's roots and gets you ready for the season. Short tracks are small, can provide good action, and still hold that beatin' and bangin' mentality. You also bring a big event to a local community, and the optics of selling a racetrack out look good, even though a local short track can't hold what Daytona can spectator-wise. A lot of people might have turned their nose up at the Cup Series going back to Bowman Gray, myself included, but it seems like everyone had fun and enjoyed racing there, more so than the Coliseum, a road course, or 70 laps of Daytona. The final years of the Clash at Daytona were poorly attended, tore up a lot of race cars for no reason, and had lost the luster when TV moved it to Sunday rather than Saturday night when it was known as the Budweiser Shootout. Personally, I really like Jamie McMurray's suggestion of moving around to other short tracks, like for example Hickory. Hickory, like Bowman Gray, is another racetrack that got lost in the passage of time, despite the fact it provided a lot to NASCAR history, like the Jarrett family and the emergence of Ralph and Dale Earnhardt. There's other suggestions like revisiting the stadium format. Perhaps maybe a baseball stadium could provide a more unique track shape. In fact, way back in the 1950s, NASCAR's Grand National division raced at a minor league ballpark in Asheville, so there is a precedent already set. For me, I think short tracks are the way to go for this event, especially if NASCAR can ever fix the short track problems the next-gen car has. But Ben Kennedy and company are always coming up with new ways to try to expand NASCAR's reach. I think the Clash at Bowman Gray was an honest nod to fans of days gone by, and we were rewarded with a good race. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.